Let's understand how the software delivery has changed over the last few decades. If you look at the decade from 2000 to 2010, it was a deferred delivery model, which meant that all of the delivery was happening towards the last stages of the project life cycle. It started with the requirements gathering phase, then moved to design, then implementation, testing, and finally it led to the deferred delivery of the software to the customers. As we move from 2010 to 2020, the software delivery moved into an iterative delivery model, wherein we also know it as agile delivery model, in which the software is delivered into or as increments, and these increments could be 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks increments, and after the end of each increment, this customer gets some aspect of the functionality delivered to them on a periodic basis. As we move to the current decade, which is 2020 to 2030, the focus is now completely on value based delivery, which means that now we have to iteratively now not only we have to iteratively deliver to the customer, we have to also continuously deliver value to the customer. So it's not just making sure that the scope has been delivered to the customer, but it is also now all about making sure that the business KPIs which the customer was looking forward to as a part of this software getting completed is actually realized for the customer. So we need to be more cognizant of that, and we need to make sure that the customer is actually getting that value out of that delivery which is happening. And finally, if you look at this value delivery by itself, we'll see that currently we are looking at value delivery as a differentiator, which means that companies which are doing value delivery can consider themselves to be offering a differentiated services to the customer. And in another 5 years from now, we'll see this becoming mainstream, which means that pretty much all the good and big IT service companies will be doing value deliveries. And in another 10 years from now, we can hope we'll see that this becomes a necessity, which means that if you are not doing a value delivery, you will not be able to exist in the market.